Hello, bonjour. My name is Stephanie Jackson. I'm a French second language teacher with Edmonton Public Schools. Today, I'm going to show you a second language test to get your students collaborating and creating with Google Apps for Education. This was adapted from an elementary English test that my colleague Colette Monder does with her grade 2s. I like using this as an introduction to new vocabulary, getting students to look up words and phrases before we start a new topic, for example, their favorite foods or sports. It's also great for reviewing words and phrases related to something that we've already covered. Go to tinyurl.com/GAFE poem or scan the QR code on your screen to access the task description created for the Institute for Innovation in Second Language Education. Here you will find the learning outcomes, resources, and instructions to guide you through doing the task with your class. This project has 2 parts. In part 1, students create a mind map in Google Drawings where they brainstorm words and phrases about a topic. They then use that to create an acrostic poem in Google Slides. Scroll down to the Google folder link to access additional materials such as a student task outline with I can statements in French, a teacher exemplar, and a scoring rubric. And there's also a folder of a couple of student exemplars based on cooking and sports. Put students into pairs and distribute the task templates to them. We will cover some of the various ways to share and collect these documents in our next video. You'll see here that there's a generic template that can be easily adapted to any theme or topic you want to cover, and there's also one based on the French theme Printemps, springtime. Because this task is about online collaboration, it's best if you do not let students sit together with their partners so they have to practice communicating and working together digitally. Students open the brainstorming web template in Google Drawings. You want to cover basic netiquette rules before letting them start. For example, when you're collaborating on an online document, you do not type on the same line as your partner to avoid confusion. Students can see their partners based on the colored cursors. Students should use the chat feature to coordinate with their partner who completes each box so they don't get in each other's way. For struggling students, consider providing them with the subcategories for each box in the thought web. You can also tell them to limit themselves to single words, whereas stronger groups should come up with these categories themselves and should also be looking for phrases and even full sentences. Once students have completed their thought web, they will use those words and phrases to create an acrostic poem in Google Slides. The first slide is the title page. Students will put the title of their poem, their names, as well as a background image. On the second slide, students create an acrostic poem from the words and phrases they brainstormed in their Google drawing and insert a background image to support their theme. The font should also be legible, and it should be linked to the theme as well. The last slide is a checklist where students drag the check marks into the boxes to indicate they have included all the required elements: the title of the poem, the author's name, the actual acrostic poem with the given theme, a background, and a font that correspond with that theme. When students are finished, you can have them present their poems in front of the class while you use a paper or online rubric to mark their work. And this is an example about Italian cooking in French from one of my grade 8 classes. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to hearing how you use this task with your own classes in the comment section below.